About a month ago, I went through a bit of a stressful time. I was in the process of moving houses and I was really struggling with some new tasks that I had been given at work. I kept feeling like I was falling short of the standard and it started to get to me. I felt overwhelmed, and because I've struggled with stress and anxiety for most of my life, I felt like I was starting to have a panic attack. Before I let it get out of hand, I went to the bathroom to get some space and a moment to talk to God. I prayed and asked God for a gap and asked if He willed for me to take a trip to Durban to pull myself together and step out of my situation to have a bit of perspective and time with Him. God reminded me of my favorite verse, Psalm 116. He reminded me that He has been good to me and His posture towards me is goodness. I went home to grab lunch and a friend from church, Verona, was delivering a table she had kindly given to us for our new place. And she told me she'll bring something else when she comes back from her vacation to Mauritius. I responded saying, "Mauritius sounds amazing, I'm so jealous." And she replied, "Well, come along. Do you have a passport and can you get leave? We leave on Monday." I laughed it off, but eventually I realized she was actually being serious. I asked my boss if I could get leave at such short notice, and he graciously and gladly granted me the time off. By that evening, Verona had booked my flight, sorted out other paperwork, and on Monday morning, I was on a plane to Mauritius. During my time there, I got to pull my thoughts together, rest, and build an incredible relationship with Verona and her family. Most importantly, I got to connect with God again in a beautiful, tropical paradise. I was reminded of the verse, God is able to do exceedingly more than we can hope for or imagine. I hoped to stay at a dorm in Durban, and God provided a dream vacation in Mauritius. All this highlights God's goodness. I want to encourage you that God doesn't only concern Himself with the things that seem essential, but cares about showing us His love in the small things that we might see as luxuries. We serve a good, faithful, and loving God who knows what we need and just when we need it.